On this day in history, January 21st. In 1525, a group of reformers, including Conrad Grebel, Felix Manz, and George Blaurock, initiated the Swiss Anabaptist Movement in Zürich. They baptized each other in Manz's mother's home, challenging the long-standing union of church and state. This act marked the beginning of the Anabaptist tradition, emphasizing adult baptism and separation from state affairs. In 1789, William Hill Brown anonymously published The Power of Sympathy, considered the first American novel. The book, released by Isaiah Thomas, explores themes of seduction and moral education, aiming to warn readers about the dangers of yielding to passion. On January 21, 1793, Louis XVI of France was executed by guillotine in Paris after being convicted of high treason by the National Convention during the French Revolution. His death marked a significant turning point, leading to the rise of the French Republic. In 1880, Memphis, Tennessee, implemented the first U.S. sewage disposal system, separate from storm drains. This innovation improved public health by preventing the contamination of drinking water during heavy rains, a significant advancement in urban sanitation. On January 21, 1899, Opel, originally a sewing machine and bicycle manufacturer, entered the automotive industry by acquiring a motorcar factory. This move marked the beginning of Opel's journey as an automobile manufacturer. In 1921, Agatha Christie published her debut novel, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, introducing the iconic detective Hercule Poirot. The book established Christie as a leading figure in crime literature. In 1924, Vladimir Lenin's testament was handed over to the Communist Party. Dictated in late 1922 and early 1923, the document critiqued Soviet leaders, including Joseph Stalin and Leon Trotsky, and suggested changes to the governing structure. In 1932, the Soviet Union and Finland signed a non-aggression pact, aiming to ensure mutual neutrality and prevent conflicts. Despite this agreement, tensions persisted, eventually leading to the Winter War in 1939. In 1941, Dow Chemical began the first commercial extraction of magnesium from seawater at a plant in Freeport, Texas. This development provided a crucial lightweight metal for the production of aircraft during World War II. In early 1942, Serbian Chetnik forces occupied Foča, committing atrocities against the Muslim population. Thousands were killed, and numerous women were subjected to violence, marking one of the tragic episodes of ethnic cleansing during World War II. In 1954, Chrysler unveiled a Plymouth Sport Coupe powered by a turbine engine, showcasing the potential of gas turbine technology in automobiles. Although it did not enter mass production, the concept demonstrated innovative automotive engineering. On January 21, 1954, the USS Nautilus, the world's first nuclear-powered submarine, was launched in Groton, Connecticut. This groundbreaking vessel could operate submerged far longer than conventional submarines, revolutionizing naval warfare. On January 21, 1968, the Battle of Khe Sanh commenced during the Vietnam War. One of the most intense battles of the conflict, it lasted 77 days, with U.S. Marines defending the Khe Sanh combat base against North Vietnamese forces. In 1968, a U.S. B-52 bomber carrying 4 nuclear bombs crashed near Thule Air Base in Greenland. The incident led to widespread contamination and raised concerns about the safety of airborne nuclear weapons. In 1976, the Concorde supersonic airliner began its first commercial flights, with British Airways and Air France offering services from London and Paris, respectively. The aircraft significantly reduced transatlantic flight times, marking a new era in air travel. In 1977, U.S. President Jimmy Carter granted unconditional pardons to individuals who had evaded the draft during the Vietnam War. This act aimed to heal national divisions and move past the contentious war period. In 1987, legendary blues musician B.B. King donated his personal collection of 7,000 records to the University of Mississippi. The collection provided valuable resources for the study of blues music and its cultural impact. In 1990, tennis star John McEnroe became the first player in Australian Open history to be disqualified for misconduct. His outbursts and violations of the code of conduct during a match against Michael Pernfors led to his expulsion, a landmark moment in tennis discipline. In 1994, a U.S. court found Lorena Bobbitt temporarily insane when she severed her husband John Bobbitt's penis. The case gained international attention, highlighting issues of domestic abuse and its psychological impact. Lorena was acquitted of criminal charges. On January 21, 2008, global stock markets suffered severe losses amid fears of a U.S. recession. European markets experienced their worst declines since 9/11, and Asian markets dropped as much as 15%. The financial panic was driven by the unfolding global financial crisis. In 2010, Kobe Bryant, playing for the LA Lakers, became the youngest NBA player to score 25,000 career points at the age of 31 years and 151 days. He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's record by 35 days, solidifying his place among basketball's greatest. In 2019, Li Na, a two-time Grand Slam champion from China, became the first Asian player inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. She joined Russian Yevgeny Kafelnikov and French player Mary Pierce in the class of 2019. On January 21, 2021, Avril Haines was sworn in as the first woman to serve as the U.S. Director of National Intelligence. Appointed by President Joe Biden, her confirmation by the Senate marked a historic milestone for women in intelligence leadership. In 2024, Ecuadorian authorities uncovered the country's largest ever cocaine stash, weighing 22 tons and valued at $1 billion. The drugs were buried on a pig farm, underscoring the scale of illicit drug trafficking in South America. On January 21, 2024, Stanford University's head coach Tara Vanderveer achieved her 1,203rd career victory. At 70 years old, she surpassed all other NCAA basketball coaches in wins as Stanford defeated Oregon State 65-56.